This wasn't exactly the bash that we had planned originally, and scaling things down was a little bit of a struggle. Jenny's been in a lot of weddings, let's say. She has a huge circle of friends from childhood, Scargo Cafe, college, and her teaching career. And there are a lot of missing faces today. We're sorry that we had to get things in. We're really happy that Billy's brother John and Andrea are here with us. Traveling is difficult, and we're thrilled to have you here. That's okay. Bring it up here. Thanks to Jamie Gilbreth, wherever she is, for organizing today. Unbelievable job. As well as all the other folks, my own people and Treats Catering included, for coming by. Thanks, Kara. Thanks, Pat. In getting started, I'd like to acknowledge my beautiful wife, Martha, Jenny's mom. I credit her with most of the achievements and success in Jenny's life. I tried to be a supportive dad over the years, and I helped along the way, but for most of the parenting, the credit belongs to Martha, for sure. So, I remember the day that I brought Jenny home as if it were yesterday, or we brought Jenny home as if it were yesterday. One of my earliest memories, and one of the first days that I was alone with Jenny, as an infant, I decided that this whole parenting thing was no big deal. Sometimes I made some poor choices as a dad, though. Jenny was a breastfed baby and didn't have any solid food for quite some time, except for the root beer float that we shared when she was about, 8 weeks old, maybe? Needless to say, Martha is the primary reason that Jenny is Jenny. We had a pretty good idea what direction Jenny's life was heading from the time she was very young. We knew that what career path she would pursue and that what she might eventually do for work someday. As many of you know, Jenny has an almost photographic memory at times. She can tell you what you were wearing on the first day of school, or what customers at the restaurant ordered, or what kind of cocktail they had when she was their server the previous year. Seriously, she's smart. She's very smart. It can even be a little scary sometimes. Anyway, we had a pretty good idea what direction her life was heading. Jenny actually started teaching when she was a kid. On summer afternoons, she arranged chairs in a row, gathered up the neighborhood kids to fill the seats, and she would stand in front with a blackboard and teach class. And she really did teach. She actually helped some of those kids learn to read. So it's no wonder she became a great teacher. When Jenny was about 5, and Uncle Dave and I opened Scargo Cafe, hospitality seemed to run in her. It seems to run in the family, and we knew that she would obviously work in the restaurant someday. It comes naturally to both my kids, so it's no surprise that Jenny oozes genuine warmth and hospitality, and does such an incredible job helping us. But the fact that Jenny is such an amazing hospitality professional was no surprise after watching her play restaurant as a child. I remember playing with her as she took an order on a green do pad and asked her what her restaurant was called. She looked at me very candidly and said, "Daddy, it's Jenny's Eat and Come Back." So you'll have to watch for that restaurant opening someday, somewhere. It's Jenny. Hospitality runs in Jenny's blood, and from what I can tell, it does in Billy's too. So it's no wonder. But Martha and I knew that Jenny's life calling, her true life calling, was for her to have her own family someday. I'm talking about caring for a family the way that only a mom does. That's okay. It's not that big a deal. I don't know why I'm tearing up. Anyway, when Jenny was about 2 or 3, she had a strawberry shortcake doll. Do you remember these dolls? You would squeeze the belly and it smelled like strawberries, fake strawberries. Yeah. She was sleeping in the middle of the night in her big girl bed when we suddenly heard her screaming and crying in the next room. Martha rushed in, followed by me. Martha heard a buzzing coming from the inside of her one-piece zip-up PJs. she started smacking the buzzing sound while she unzipped the PJs, and a wasp flew out of her PJs. I think there were 2 wasps in the room, actually. But anyway, I was chasing the wasp, and Jenny was sobbing, and Martha was examining the stings and consoling Jenny. But Jenny was sobbing, and we didn't realize exactly what she was saying. And she wasn't really crying from the pain, but in between her sobs, she was like, how am I going to feed Strawberry Shortcake? Don't worry, Jim. It'll all work out. I can tell that Jenny's already got this whole female head of household thing down by the way that she worries. I think that being a good worrier is a prerequisite to being a good mother, and Jenny is a great worrier. By the way, worrier is not a real word. I had to add it to the spell check dictionary. Needless to say, if Martha leaves her phone somewhere or can't be reached for some reason, an unanswered call to her mom tends to prompt a call to me. Hi, Dad, how are you? Is Mom with you? This is called a well-being check, and it's a true sign of a good worrier. So I can see that Jenny is now settling into her new family by the way that she worries and cares about Billy and Maddie already. They're actually like 3 peas in a pod. When they visit, Jenny makes sure that there's barbecue sauce in the pantry for Billy, and that there's always some kind of chicken available for Maddie at mealtime. So Billy and Maddie, you now have your own official dedicated worrier. Jenny will worry about you and take care of you. Cherish this and remember she can't help it. She inherited it from her mother. Quite honestly, I knew that Billy was a very, very special person the very first time that we met on Nantucket last summer, in the early fall. We got off the ferry and I immediately felt his warmth and his kind, easygoing manner. Walking down the streets of Nantucket with Billy is like walking down the streets of Mayberry with Andy Griffith. Everybody seems to know him. Hey, Billy, what's up? How you doing? What's up? I mean, high fives. There's a million tourists all over the place. But he knows every 5th person down the street. He's like the mayor of Nantucket. And you can tell that everybody likes Billy. So Billy, it's no wonder that Jenny fell for you. You're a great guy. And when we met Maddie, your charming, poised, and beautiful daughter, we could tell right away what a wonderful, caring dad you are. Martha and I knew that you would take care of Jenny with the same love and kindness. So Jenny and Billy, let me say that I don't worry about either of you. You're 2 wonderful people who found each other. And it was worth the wait. We are thrilled to have you and Maddie as part of our family. So here's to the start of a new life together. Cheers to the bride and groom.